Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Alsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. And I know it's probably very busy. Everyone's preparing for Thanksgiving. If you have a moment to watch, that's great. Just want to tell you that I am very thankful that I have my family and my friends watching us and supporting us. And I'm just grateful for God, of course, most importantly. And I hope, even if you're, someone new I've never talked to before, I'm just thrilled that you are watching. And I hope that you have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy with your family. Think all positive thoughts. Even with, there's things in our world right now, it's not quite right, but let's be thankful for the things that we do have, our family and our friends, and, always meeting new people. That's always wonderful too. So let's just be thankful for everything we have. I'm even thankful I have my wonderful puppy. I am so thankful. He's like another child. So we're talking about wisdom herbs today again. And I just want to tell you a word that it's right here written. It's thermogenesis. And I did research to see how is this herbs in 6 days helping me drop down a size. Now I did stop eating, like normally what I would eat. I'm eating less. But that's still, I haven't changed really too much. And, I'm just cutting back a little bit. I can't, I'm used to eating a certain meal, so I'm not cutting back totally. But, and as I said to you yesterday, that I'm not making a big change. So it's the herbs. And I wanted to know why. And I looked it up. It says that thermogenesis is occurring. What thermogenesis is, and I wrote it right on here, it has your brain make your body feel full. So you're eating less. Now I've been eating less, as I said. I feel my mind is telling me my body is fuller and I'm eating less. And if I would eat as much as I did, I would feel too full. I don't want to feel that way. I don't like a full feeling. So my thought is to have the herbs and it's going to change your whole life. Even if you just have a little bit of weight to lose, this is such an effective way, and it will keep you healthier, give you more energy. And what this is with the thermogenesis, let me explain. As I said, it makes your body feel more full, but it's also burning off all that fat. The things that you ate before, even if you stopped eating it, it's still some in your system. It's going to take time. It's not going to just be, completely gone the first day. Now, I know, that makes a difference because certain people that are taking it, they're telling me they're cutting down the food like I'm doing. Uh, you know, pretty much a big, it's a bigger difference from what they were eating before. They were eating a lot of things worse than me. I wasn't eating crazy food. I was eating normal food, but they cut down the crazy food they were having. And I didn't drink soda. If I ever had any soda, it would be ginger ale. And that was only occasionally. If I didn't feel right, ginger ale is something good to cleanse you out. And it doesn't bloat you and it doesn't make you sick like the other things. It actually will help you if you're feeling ill. Now, this is what's happening with the thermogenesis. It's making your body feel full, and then it's burning off the fat. And I haven't even taken the cleanse but it is doing that. So that is a wonderful thing. And I see that I dropped a dress size. So within 6 days. So that now I'm looking forward to another week. I hope that it continues. I definitely am thrilled about that. And I see things that I couldn't wear. My son bought me something last year and I couldn't even wear it, and I was able to wear it a size smaller, and that is terrific. It was too snug, and washed it even shrunk, so it's definitely more than even a size smaller, and I was able to wear it. So I'm just thrilled. This is wonderful for your health, and it is doing what the scientists stated, thermogenesis. And if you can Google that, you'll see if herbs do that. And these are the herbs, that we are putting in our capsules. So this is phenomenal that, this, now I know why this is working. I understood it gave you more energy, more focus, and I understood that it's cleansing you out, but I didn't quite understand how it could work so quickly and not be harmful. And it's not too quick. I mean, it's working quickly, but not in a harmful way. And I just wanted to see what was behind everything, the scientific. I've always been a scientist person, and my thinking in my mind, I had to know exactly. And my son says, most people, they're not going to want to know the scientist, reason. And I said, yes, they will, because you want to know what you're putting, especially a woman wants to know what we're putting. We're a little bit more, I think, curious before we would take something. As a man, they're a little braver. They'll try something. But most women would want to know, and I wanted to know. And then he said, you're right, Mom. And I definitely, want to know, and I want you to know what is happening when you're taking these herbs. And there is definitely scientific proof these herbs are doing the thermogenesis. So that is fantastic to know. And now I understand totally how this works. So it's, besides just cleansing you out, it's doing thermogenesis. And it doesn't have any medicine in it. It doesn't have narcotics in it. Nothing. Just natural herbs in our herbs. There are other things on the market, diet pills and things. They can claim thermogenesis, but there's other things in it that you don't want to be taking. This is safe and effective. This is the only thing that I would be taking. I never did take diet pills. I never took them. The only thing I ever tried was like a drink that would just cleanse you out, and it had, some herbs in it, and it wasn't as good as this. It wasn't totally 100% herbs, and I didn't really feel that great from it because it wasn't like this. I didn't feel good. It was too gassy on me. This isn't. I've been doing this now 6 days, and and I'm very sensitive. I'm so sensitive. I eased into this. I didn't, do anything but the Supergirl one, which is the heart, the bone, the brain, and the girl. This is all that's, and then the sun is one more thing. That's all that's in there. The cleanse is not in there. I felt it might be too much for me because I can't take medication. I have different things, injuries, and that's where I gained the weight. I never had a weight problem until I had these injuries. I just couldn't do the activity I did before. And then I totally changed how I was eating because I found out being a less active person as prior to being a very active person. I mean, I'm active again, but I mean, at first I was, much less active, and everything, curtailed at first, so it was much less active. And then, gaining weight because I was eating the wrong foods. And now I did change for the right blood type foods, which is on my site, parentalworldknowledge.com. And you can, find out what your blood type is and the foods you should eat. So if you know your blood type, you go there, you look to see for the blood type you have and the foods you should eat. And if you don't know, just ask your doctor, what your blood type is. And if it's not on there, our site, ask your doctor what proper foods you should eat. And if he doesn't know, go to the library and do some research. I did as much as I could. I did a lot of research, and I put all the blood types that I could find, and they're very clear, concise, what foods you can have for that blood type, and different things that you should avoid, things that you should be taking. So I'm really thrilled. This is a totally different thing that I'm doing for my health. And even if you don't have the health that I had, what I was going through, you want to have good health, and you want for the holiday season not to be putting weight on. As we're getting older, it's easier for those calories to go on, and we don't want that. We want to stay healthy and young. So, I'm a senior citizen, and I don't feel like I am a senior citizen as far as, I have health issues, but I don't feel. I feel young, I feel energized, and I just don't feel that I am like the typical senior who's, feeling very tired, very exhausted, and not, focusing and wanting to do things and not being active. I've gone back to, I can't do, of course, the things I did before. I can't do, I was, doing marathon running and things like that. I can't. I'm walking, but I'm not running. I can't do tennis. I was playing very actively tennis. Had a trainer from Forest Hills, and I was told by the U.S. Open they wanted me. So, I can't do that. If I could hit the ball over the net at this point, I'm lucky I could do that. But I haven't even gone back to doing that, So if I can, ever go back to even just doing a rally of, tennis balls, but I haven't even gone back to that. I don't expect to be doing the things I did before, but look, I am happy with what I am doing. Walking, swimming, I try to keep active with my puppy, play a little soccer with him. He does most of the work. I don't, God bless him. And that's it. So I try, to do what I can. I like miniature golf too. That's another thing. I haven't done that lately, but that's something I like to do. And I did that with my son when he was younger, and that's something fun. And they did put a new golf course near us in West Orange. It's a beautiful golf course. For miniature golf, not a major golf course. So there is a golf course though in West Orange too, but I haven't been to that ever. And I'm just thrilled, for miniature golf. And that is a wonderful thing to do for seniors. And any, body, young people. There's a kid next door who's a grandchild of someone, and he's saying, oh, he loves golf. That's, what he loves to do. And that's what he wants to be for a living. So that could be a good, being a golf pro is a great thing. Now, getting back to the herbs is making a difference. And maybe I'm not going to do marathons. I don't know if that's going to ever change. But look, I'm a senior citizen and I'm happy that I'm able to lose weight quickly and efficiently, not in a way of yo-yo dieting or crazy diet pills. There's nothing narcotic in this. And you can call for Wisdom Herbs and get your holiday order and get it free delivered. If you have a big enough order in the tri-state area, we'll deliver it. And you can be in Philadelphia, you can be in Boston, New York. We will get this delivered for you so that you will have you can give this as holiday gifts to your family and friends. And like I said, we make the super girl and guy food, so it's only $40 for 100 capsules. And then you can get the cleanse with it, and that's only $30 more. So, and if you feel like me, I mean, if you're having sensitivity, I would ease into it and just get the Supergirl food, and that's working. So, I just am so thrilled. I can't even imagine, like anything else. I've like I said, I tried, some things that had some herbs, but it still wasn't, totally, and didn't do, it helped me lose, but I was really not feeling good from it. I didn't lose a lot though. I lost very little. Not like this. So a week of that stuff, I felt like, oh my gosh, I felt so gazzy and terrible, and only lost a few pounds, not a whole size, and I did not feel good from it. That was the worst. So I don't want to do that ever again. The herbs are the only thing that I'm ever going to be doing. And, taking it every day. I want to take it. It's not harmful in any way. It's something it's food. It's food for you. It's just very, very good. And it will cause you to have a very good thing, thermogenesis, where you're not wanting to eat as much. Your mind will tell your body, and your body then reacts in burning off those calories that aren't needed in your body. Your body needs some, and then what is not needed should be burnt off in a proper way, in a healthy way. So that is what thermogenesis is. And I felt that everybody should want to know, especially women. I felt everybody should want to know this. This is definitely the reason to want to try these herbs. Scientifically, it's proven. And like I said earlier shows, it's been proven in the Supreme Court that herbs cure all known diseases. Having, this weight, that is a disease in itself. It's, you can't necessarily go on diets and stick and lose the weight. It isn't that easy if you're having weight problems, and that isn't your fault. Some people think that, people just overeat because it's their fault. It isn't. Your mind needs the thermogenesis to occur, and the herbs will have that happen so that your mind will want less food, and then your body will react in burning off the calories. So, have little compassion if you see somebody that's quite overweight. It's not necessarily their fault. It isn't truly. You're having not the process of thermogenesis, so therefore, your mind is telling you you're still hungry, And if you're still hungry, you want to eat. Now, of course, sometimes you take bad choices, certain people, but you know, you could eat a better choice, which is what I did once I was injured and I, couldn't lose. You have to make a better choice. That is something that's, they're responsible not doing that. But not every doctor is going to tell you what you could do. Nobody told me. I had to do the research. So you can't blame a person if not everybody realizes go do research, that there's something out there, that there's food that you could eat for your blood type. It's not taught in school. And if I wasn't a scientific person, I wouldn't have been able to do all that. And even research for this to know what is going on. I like to know. I want to know to try to help you and encourage you to call and get these herbs. Now, also, we put on the bottle the minimum of what you could take. And if you're taking this and it's not working effectively enough, well, then take an extra 2 of the capsules. You could take 1 more in the morning and 1 more at night. That won't hurt you. My son said it's just we're giving the minimum. It's still healthy if you needed to, and it wasn't doing what you wanted it to do. So just so you'll know, that only happened to this one person who was drinking a lot of soda before taking this, and a lot of fried chicken and other fried foods. And she wasn't frying it in avocado oil. She was frying it in other oil, which wasn't burning off the calories like, the avocado oil would. So that's not good. And she hasn't cut down the food, as I said, that much. So with her, I suggested to have an extra capsule in the morning and night, as I just mentioned. Obviously, if you're not, certain people, if they eat like that, and then it's going to be harder for you to break that cycle and eat less, because that is really not good, having a lot of soda full of sugar. And it wasn't ginger ale, it was all the other sodas that made you bloated, and it's wanting you to have more food, all that sugar and stuff, and all that, the fat from the frying system. So, and they're still eating full portions. This person's not cutting down. So I would suggest another capsule in the morning and night. And that's what my son said. I asked him, I said, should she increase anything? And he said, yes. This is very safe and effective. My son did a lot of research. And like I said, I'm, looking myself and seeing that the herbs are very safe. And I'm so thrilled to know all that I do know concerning this. And I'm taking it too. So, that's a great thing. So I'm hoping that you will try, give a call, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637, or 973-280-6356. All you have to do is give us a call, and we will get this out to you free of charge. If you're in that tri-state area, you order enough, a big holiday order of things, we will even, bring it to you free of charge. If you're in our area and you want to just pick it up, give us a call. We will get that ready for you. Again, we're in West Orange, New Jersey, USA. And we don't do shipping internationally. We're just doing, like I said, free delivery would be in our tri-state area. New Jersey, any part, New York, Philadelphia, Boston, that's fine. We were more than happy to make these deliveries for you. Make your holiday bright and wonderful. And don't forget that we give one away every time we sell one. So that's a great thing. Knowing that, you're not only helping yourself and your family and your friends and your coworkers, you can give us as gifts, you're also giving it to a needy person every time you buy a bottle. So that's a wonderful thing, a wonderful plus. And I'm just thrilled concerning what it's going to do for your health. It's going to help your mind, your body. There's nothing greater love that you could do for your family and for yourself, your friends and your co-workers, than to give a bottle of these herbs. That's the best holiday gift. Instead of wasting, time and money and on other things that people sometimes they don't even want. They have to take it back. So this is a gift that they're not going to want to take back. This is a gift that they're going to keep, and they'll be so grateful. A gift of health for your mind and your body. So give us a call, 973-736-1637. Another thing, I just want to let you know about the energy scans. That's also to give you more immediate focus and energy. And it only takes seconds. So if you gave me a call, especially with all the slush of cooking and family coming over and all, and friends, and you want everything just right, there's a lot of excitement. Give me a call, and it just takes seconds. Just say your first name or even your first initial. If your name is unusual, you don't want anyone to overhear. I mean, the phone is here, but the speaker isn't too far away. So I would definitely do that, and I will pinpoint what is the problem, whether it's mind or body. And I believe in seconds, since my track record has been 100% accurate, and I was able to heal within seconds for every person I did an energy scan so far. So I hope that you give me a call, and I would love to do that. And what it is that I am just praying to God, and I'm descended from the holiest of priests, and I believe that God is just, giving this ability to work with God and you so that you can heal yourself. God is doing it 100%. I am only doing the prayer. And I can't even believe that it's seconds. This is just so amazing. I was told I was to the highest level of Reiki by a master of Reiki. But now I've exceeded that. I've exceeded, because now I can do it in seconds. Before, it could take as much as days, a couple of days, for me to do a healing on someone. God does the healing 100%, but I mean the healing prayer to get someone to heal with God, it was a couple of days. So now it's seconds. It's a big difference. So anyone that is a master in Reiki, give me a call. I'd love to also help you learn this process and be able to do this for your clients. This would be just so wonderful. This would be the best thing that you could do for yourself and for your clients. This will make things better for everyone. And I am willing to do this free because I want to help people. That's the first thing. And second, I want to get a book out to help even more people. This book will be an ebook, and I'm just hoping, and it won't be a high-priced ebook, and I want to help more people. So please give us a call, and the number again is 973-736-1637 or 973-280-6356. And, today, I tell you, I was rather upset reading something again concerning Donald Trump. I see that he admits that he, with his charity, took funds to pay for his business expense for going to court. And it was a significant amount of money that was raised in New York. And that is horrible. Now the Attorney General says he can't do any raising of funds in New York, the Trump Foundation. And he's looking into it if it is, illegal action, which, in my opinion, I believe it is, because I had to make a sworn testimony to our federal government that we won't be using those funds other than for any funds you raise would be for your organization. And, to me, this is really important. Excuse me. Hello, Barbara speaking. He's not here right now. Did you want to leave a message? Oh, thank you. So at any rate, I, think that is not a legal action. But of course, I'm not the Attorney General, and that's his decision. But what we're told to do, make it, a testimonial of what you're doing. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not even supposed to accept more than a third of what, bills and things that you have to pay for your, from the public for your bills that you have to pay, whether it be, the phone, you have the internet and different things, because I'm using this for our organization. I teach art on here quite a bit. Primarily we were doing art. And in addition, I teach art here in our studio, for free. And, we need supplies and all that. Now, I can't see that to use funds, that isn't illegal. That's an illegal action. In my, from what federal government has you make this sworn testimony. And they told me orally, you can't be doing that. You can't be raising funds and then doing for something else. You have to be doing it for what you're licensed under. And I know, I've been abiding by that. And I'm putting actually more money. I'm putting my money into it. It's not, I haven't had any profit, and in addition, and following the rule, and then I'm putting my money in, which, if I had to go, I hate to tell you, but a couple of weeks and I don't have enough, food that I want to eat, At least I have the herbs now. But if that's what I had to do to put my money into the charity, that's what I'm doing. I can't see how anybody could do this. And to me, that is definitely something illegal. And it's definitely, in my mind, a misdemeanor. And no president should be in office, according to our Constitution, with a misdemeanor. This is in the Constitution. Read the Constitution. Google it. You will see. You have a misdemeanor. So I believe that Trump should not be in office at this point, hearing this. Now, I'm not a lawyer, and this is just my opinion, but I'm just telling you, I don't think he should be. And this got me so upset today. I took the herbs and I definitely calmed down, but I tell you, I'm normally not a person to get upset easily, but this is concerning me because he's in charge of our country. You can't have a person that's doing misdemeanors be in charge of our country. I'm a very patriotic person, born on the 4th of July, and I just want the best. Now, in my opinion, this is a misdemeanor. I am not, a lawyer, but from what I've pledged to our federal government, I do feel that is a misdemeanor. I do feel it's a legal action. It could even be something more serious, but I'm not sure. You're not supposed to be taking funds inappropriately and then using it for a business and for court. I mean, he's not doing things right in business, and he's having fines and things. I mean, that isn't good either. But to take the funds, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. That is the worst thing, that he did. And in my opinion, and very strongly, I do not think he should be our president. I definitely feel this, and I wanted his trial to come up sooner and made a petition on change.org over the young lady that has made a claim. I mean, I don't know that lady, and I don't know anything for sure, but I do know I heard from a lawyer lady in Walgreens who stated to me, and this is on recorded video, because they do have the video taping in Walgreens, that she was not treated properly. She was treated inappropriately by Donald Trump. And that's what made me put that thing on change.org, to be sure there's no misdemeanor. I want that trial to be sooner. And now that I see this, I definitely feel something is very wrong. In my opinion, very, very wrong. This is even getting to be worse. Because if you're taking funds that are not supposed to be taken, you could be doing that too for our government, for being the president. You can't be taking inappropriate funds and doing something, and that is not a good thing. I wouldn't want someone like that to be in charge. And I definitely I felt so upset, and this definitely calmed me down. So this works for your mind. I've always, just let things not get to me. But this is like, I don't want our country and our world to be affected. What we do, since we're one of the leaders in the world, it could affect the economy elsewhere. So what we do could pull the rest of the world down too. I want everything to be fine in our world for everyone. And, everyone is equal to me. And they all matter to me. So I, hope and pray. I'm going to write President Obama. I tried to get through, even with the email address that I had, for President Obama, and it wasn't going through until today. I don't know what happened, but something was blocking it, and all of a sudden it went through. Finally, I was trying to send a thank you note for Thanksgiving to him, and I did send it today, but I couldn't at first. And I wanted to also then send more information, concerning the pipeline. And now this about Trump, I will right after Thanksgiving. And I am just unbelievable. This, I said yesterday, was like a cartoon. I mean, this is like a cartoon. This is not, I can't believe this, who we elected. He openly admitted that he did this to the IRS, took the funds inappropriately for his charity foundation and used it for business because he had something that he did wrong and he had to go to court and pay that fee. And it wasn't a little money. It was like, I believe, $25,000. I remember. I'm a little tired now. It's been a long day. I called the person that was supposed to come, and then we were talking for about an hour, and found out that he was doing a fundraiser, and he didn't write down my number, and he forgot, what the number was, and he didn't, because he had the next person to call, and he didn't write it down, and that was that. So good thing I called him and I spoke to him, and very nice person. Just you have to put it right in your phone. When you get a call from somebody, you put it right into your cell phone, and then you won't do that even if you're busy doing something else. That's what I do. I always put it right in my cell phone. And it's good to keep a paper copy too, because I know my phone once crashed and then I lost everything. So it's good to have another paper copy. Although now with the iPhone, it hasn't crashed. Thank God. The iPhones do not crash so far. Fortunate. I wish everybody health and happiness. I hate to talk about things that are a downer, but I had to tell you what's going on and how these herbs help. I didn't want to have to tell you that, but I definitely wanted you to know how they're helping me. I care so much about our country and our world. I wouldn't write a blog called Parental World Knowledge. I'm caring about the world. The world is right in my site, my blog site. And obviously I do care. Otherwise I wouldn't have included the word world. I care about everybody, not just locally, our area. To me, everybody in the world's important. And that's how we should be. We shouldn't just be thinking about what's here right in our own backyard. We should be extending and trying to help other people too. Even a little thing, just a little thing, and that's what always President Obama would do. And, I've always had that philosophy before him. And I know, he has that philosophy that when he was in office, to have everyone encouraged to help each other. And that's the way to do it. So I'm thankful for President Obama and our First Lady, Michelle Obama. And I'm thankful for Cory Booker, who just wrote me a beautiful note for having a happy Thanksgiving. And he says that every day he's thankful for people like me. And I just was so thrilled. And I wrote him back. And I didn't have a chance to put on his site, and I probably won't. You know, he wanted me to put it on Facebook. But I wrote it to him. And if he wants to copy and paste it, he can copy and paste it, what I wrote. I just don't have the time to do it. I wrote Happy Thanksgiving, and that I'm thankful to everyone, all my family and friends. And I consider him a friend, and President Obama, and also First Lady Michelle, friends. And, you know, I have my love for everybody. And that's it. I just, even if I don't know you, you know, I'm saying that I wish everybody a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving, and looking forward to getting to know more people. And that's my attitude. And that's how everybody should be thinking. I mean, the world would be different. We all are alike. We have some differences, but we all are alike, and we all have one God. So let's show love and kindness, and not just for the holiday, but for every day, you know, but especially the holiday. Please, you know, show more love and kindness. You know, right now you're worried about how you're cooking and all the things. But remember, show the love to your family. You know, be more patient if they make a mess or whatever it is, and just you know, be glad that they're here with you, and just enjoy and hug them, and you know, kiss them on the cheek, and you know, be thankful for everything. So that's, you know, my attitude. I am thankful, and I just hope that everybody is. That's, you know, how we have to look at it. There are some things that are upsetting in this world, but, you know, we've got to look at the most important things, our family and our friends. And, you know, just whatever we have, I mean, just be glad. There's so many people that don't have even that. I mean, they don't have family. A lot of, you know, people don't even have family. So let's be thankful. And I was fortunate, had two wonderful parents most of my life, and I was so blessed. So, you know, for those that don't, look, I understand what you're going through, because I couldn't even imagine without my parents. But try to trust people, give a chance, you know, of deserving people, and, you know, have a good, wonderful life. And really, truly, you know, now's the time with the family. You can make, you know, plans and changes for the new coming year. You know, think of some things that you want to do and implement them. And do little things for volunteerism. You know, try to help people. Teach your kids to do that. That's what my parents did, and definitely did a world of good for me. I wouldn't have all this love for everybody. I you know, think I would be cynical and looking for fault, and not wanting to do things and helping so many people. But because my parents encouraged me to do some things for charity always, and they did it. They didn't just encourage me, they did it. You know, my mom was Brownie leader, Girl Scout leader, Cub Scout leader, Boy Scout leader, and helped two religious organizations. So God bless her. And then she was always helping my father too. You know, she volunteered her time to be his secretary, so she didn't get paid for it. And you know, my father, God bless him, he did things too for the veterans. Always the biggest fundraiser was him. They honored him. for a luncheon. That he was the biggest fundraiser, and God bless, would raise money for the troops and also for scholarships for kids going to college. God bless them. My late father, Julius Hurwitz. So this is where, this time of year, let's do that. Get the kids doing something, keep their mind active. It's good for their mind, good for their body. And that's it. So I hope that everybody has a wonderful holiday. I see that now it's time to go. And give us a call for these wisdom herbs, and give us a call for the energy scan. There's no gimmick. You don't have to sign up for anything. And if you don't want to do while we're in there, just do it Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5. Give me a call. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. I just saw like a new viewer before coming on the screen. I'm thankful. I hope everybody enjoys, and just eat slowly. Your turkey. Don't eat too fast, and make sure it's good to take actually a walk prior to eating your turkey. People think to do it after, but actually prior, if you do a little exercise, or if it's too cold, you could even do a great exercise. What you do is put your hands at your side, and you can just go down, bend your knees and go down a little bit, and then come back up, breathing in and out. Do it as much as you possibly can, and then have your meal. Because believe me, Dr. Oz thought of that, and it works. So you can breathe in, breathe out. Put your hands at your side if you can't go out walking. I have to go out walking my dog, my puppy. I have to take him out. So I already walk before dinner. But if you don't want to go out in that freezing cold, and it is cold. I wore 2 coats. I had my raincoat underneath my leather coat. So definitely do that. That is a great exercise. So, and you can also do yoga, which is phenomenal. You can put your hands together and breathe in and out, and turn your head right to left. Sitting in a chair. It's relaxing, and then unclasp your hands and then do it again. And that will help also in losing weight. So I hope do a little bit of that exercise before you have your meal. And I hope that everybody has, tonight, get at least your pies done. Maybe even your stuffing, because you don't have to cook it real well. Just cook it enough, and then you can always reheat it the next day. If you make it rather liquidy and it won't dry out, I usually wet my bread. Whether what you're using, I don't know exactly, but for my stuffing now, lately I've been using the acorn and all the fonio and all that stuff. But I don't know what you're using. If you're using regular bread, still wet what you're using. Make sure it's wet and moist. And the avocado oil is great. It is so healthy. So I'm using the fonio, the teff, and the acorn. That's EINKORN. So, and you can put in, herbs in that, and like I said, with the avocado oil. You can put even some vegetables and things too in that too. if you want to, make it onions and different things, make it interesting. Dice up. I, personally would, do that. And then I even like raisins too. Not everybody does, but if you know that they do, put raisins in there, or even currant. Currant is like a raisin. They're little, little smaller, and excellent. My son keeps buying now currants. So I definitely would, put that in. It gives an extra taste. I would do, some of the prep, maybe even make your potatoes ahead of time so that you don't have to do everything at once. It's too much to do everything at once. I find now, as we get older, you got a family, it's just too much and you're working. So do a little today and then do the rest tomorrow. In the morning, you can put up your turkey. I wish everybody the best. And I want to say miraculous healing prayer. I pray for peace, good spirit, good health, good strength. Amen. God heals 100%. If you need to have a further prayer, you can go on parentalworldknowledge.com. You always get 2 miraculous healing prayers. Thank you again so much. Take care. Blessed for everyone. Be a blessed holiday. And bless our nation and the world. Amen. Bye now.